back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry that I haven't made a video. I was really sick. I had a sinus infection. I was in bed for 3 days and it was horrible, but now I'm finally feeling better. My ears are just kind of plugged and I have a cough, but I'm getting better. Getting there. I'm getting there. So today's video is all about this look that I did. This was from Pinterest. It's kind of like my Pinterest inspiration from New York Fashion Week 2017. So it's not exactly anything that they did, but it kind of looks like the colors and stuff that they use. They use more burgundies though, but I did more of a fall pumpkin-y orange color. So I hope that you enjoy it. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. I'm also going to be doing another giveaway at 125 subscribers, and then maybe 200, but my next giveaway is at 125 subscribers, and I'm so happy that the two girls that got the palette, Cupcake XO and Jess, I'm so happy that you received your palettes and that you love them, and if you want to check out how to get this look, stay tuned. My skin with a toner in the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Glow Moisturizer. I really like it because it's an exfoliating moisturizer, so it's really good for oily skin and it gives you a nice dewy glow. But first, I'm going to do my brows, then we're going to do my eyes, and then we'll do foundation. Because in case there's any fallout, I want to be able to wipe it off instead of getting it stuck in my foundation. So we're going to start with the Lorac Primer. I like to put this on first, so that way it'll get all the way, you only need a pea-sized amount, all across my lids and into my brows, so that way everything will stay on my face better. So I just like to pat this in. You don't need a lot. Some people like to use concealer and then translucent powder, so if you wanted to use the Tarte Shape Tape, you could do that on your eyelids and then put a translucent powder to set it before you do your eyeshadow. But personally I like eyeshadow primer. So I like to start with my brows to give me a nice area to work with. So I have a lot of primer on my hands still. So I'm going to use the Smashbox Brow Tech Matte Pencil, and this is in the shade Taupe. So this has a really rounded angle, really rounded edge, point. So it's kind of not that easy to get a perfect brow with this, but I like it. I'm using it because and it breaks off every 2 seconds. I'm using it because I want to use it up, so I'm trying to use it up. I don't really prefer this, but I'll make it work. So I'm just doing stroke-like hairs. Okay, so then I like to brush through with the brush, the spoolie on the end, and brush through my brows again. Then I'm going to take the Ulta Beauty Brow Tint in Medium. I really like this. It's like a tinted brow gel, but it actually gives you, you can make a shape out of your brow. So it just darkens them up, and so that way they look natural. And so that way you have a brow. So sometimes I just throw this on too. But I also like to shape my brows. So, brows. So then you could go in with a concealer and carve out your brows if you really wanted to make them more dramatic. But this is going to be more of not necessarily a natural look, but kind of more of a natural look. We're going to be using on my eyes the Natural Love palette from Too Faced, so it is a little bit natural, but we're going to be using a couple of these because I love them. But I don't want my brows too dramatic. You can always go back in after you do your shadow if your brows are too light and make them darker. So then we're going to go in with the Natural Love palette. The Too Faced Natural Look Palette. It's beautiful. I love it. These are all colors that I totally wear myself, so I'm super glad that I got this. So I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro No. 5 brush. It's a nice fluffy brush. I'm going to take that and dip this in the color Heaven along with Lace Teddy and just kind of put this as my base. So we're going to take this, we're going to tap off the excess, and then we're going to do this all the way across the eyeball. Just to kind of, if there's any like oiliness, we're going to mat that out. We're going to give you a nice base. So this is fluffy. We're going to get the inner corner. Take away that darkness. Brush it all on. Okay, so it's kind of like a very nice subtle base for our next colors. So then I'm going to go in with Spotlight with the same brush because it's fluffy. Tap that off and kind of do this as the first transition color. So this is going to be placed right in the crease. And when I hold my brush right now, I'm holding it closer to here. If you wanted less pigment, you'd hold it out here. So when I was doing this, it was kind of like less pigment, and when you're holding it, you get it more concentrated. So hold your brushes like this if you want more pigment. So this one doesn't have to be perfect because this is just your first, like, it's kind of a nude color. Just so there's gradients. Then we're going to go in with Honey Butter. Same brush, tap it, do the same thing. You're just going to go right over the color that you just did. And again, you can do this with any eyeshadow palette. I just really love this one. If you have a neutral eyeshadow palette or if you have a darker eyeshadow palette, the techniques are all kind of the same. You kind of want to just build the gradients up. So then I'm going to take Nudie because it's going to keep building. See how it's lighter to dark? We're going to keep building that up, and these are all matte shades. Then we're going to go in with Makeup and Chill. This is more of a darker brown. It's like a brownish brick color. It could be almost burnt, like red almost. Almost got like a red, but not really. So this is all the same brush. So it's a lot of blending. There's a little bit of fallout right here just because I went on like a lot. I went like right into the crease on the lower lash line a little bit. Not all the way, but kind of more the outer V. So here to here. So that. Studio Pro number 7 brush. This is a flat brush, and I'm going to take Honeymoon and dip that in there. I'm going to press it onto my lid. The BH Cosmetics Liquid Eyeliner. I really like this one. I think it works pretty well. I recently bought the Hard Candy Stroke of Gorgeous Felt Tip Eyeliner with Lash Enhancing Serum. I mentioned this in my other video. It's really not that great. It skips when you put it on. So I wouldn't buy it again personally, but if you want to, go right ahead. This is the BH Liquid Eyeliner, so in black. So we're going to do this along the top. use this mini version of the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I really like this because I really like this brush. It's so fluffy and the formula is amazing. So we're going to add some of this to my lashes. I'm not going to add fake lashes because, again, I don't really want to, so I'm not going to. I don't wear lashes on a daily basis, so I'm just not going to do it for a video. You know what I mean? Like, there's no point. Now, if I was going to a special occasion, then yes, I would. So I usually like to do one coat, and then after I do my foundation and my concealer, I'm gonna go back in with another coat of mascara just in case you get any foundation that's like floating around or gets near your eyelashes. You want to coat them again and make it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. This was my Pinterest New York Fashion Week 2017 makeup inspiration look. So that I hope that you like it, and if you want to recreate it with any eyeshadow palette that's like